You love your child with all of your heart. But if your little one is in daycare, how much do you know about the person watching your child? Do you know what your child is doing while you're at work? We'll show you the simple steps you can take to find the best daycare for your children and how to keep your daycare dream from becoming a daycare nightmare. Who's watching your kids? Tonight at 10, when Channel 3 reports the primetime news on Q58.
On the next Dr. Quinn,
Woman physician. I like Colorado already.
an unpredictable stranger comes to town.
I'm going to climb Pikes Peak.
She's up there, all alone, and leads the doctor on a perilous journey.
Behind you, a mountain lion.
On the next Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Monday at 3 on Q58.
On the next Montel Williams show, when Joelle's parents divorced, she was devastated. When her father brought home his new wife, she left home for a life of prostitution.
I was hurt. I started acting out.
Blaming him for her miserable life, she got even the only way she knew how.
You told the authorities that your father had sexually abused you.
Yes.
Now, a family's love is put to the ultimate test.
I'm sorry.
Parents falsely accused of child abuse on the next Montel.
Monday at 9 on Q58.
KFC's got a roasted chicken you'll fall for. We call it tender roast. Each piece individually seasoned, then slow roasted to tender perfection. Try tender roast, only at KFC. You'll love it to pieces.
Everybody needs a little KFC.
Now get 8 pieces of tender roast chicken, just $7.99.
Hey, if you're shopping for a car or a truck, see us first, and we'll give you this boombox absolutely free. You're going to find a huge selection and bargain prices. Look, a 95 Chevy Lumina, $89.95. A 92 Ford Aerostar, $69.95. Here's a 95 Chevy Lumina, a minivan, $10,995. And here's a 90 Dodge, a 3/4-ton pickup, $69.95. Financing, no problem. Worthington Mitsubishi and Worthington Chevrolet on Florin Road. We're open till 10. Be sure and pick up your boombox.
Bring your whole family and see Disney like you've never seen it before at Walt Disney's World on Ice, featuring 101 Dalmatians. Hi, I'm Shelley Monahan. Join us for KCRA Q58 Family Night, February 5th at 7:30, and save $5. Tickets for Walt Disney's World on Ice are on sale now at all Bass outlets. Join all your favorite Disney friends at Walt Disney's World on Ice, playing at Arco Arena February 5th through the 9th.
Coming up tonight, when Channel 3 reports an explosive arrest in Vallejo as a bombing suspect is found with 60 sticks of dynamite. Tonight, the search is on for 2 more suspects in a string of Vallejo bombings. The full story tonight at 10 on the primetime news on Q58. Then at 11 on 3, Bill Cosby in his first live performance since his son was murdered. In spite of his pain, he's still making people laugh. Tonight, when Channel 3 reports.
All this month, KCRA is making a commitment to your health. Channel 3 reports modern medical breakthroughs, medicine, breakthrough cures, exercise, diet tips, all with the goal of helping you find the key to better life. Because nothing is more important than your good health. Watch for this series of special reports, Modern Medical Breakthroughs, all this month at 10 p.m. on the Primetime News on Q58.
Next, Rosie. She's one of the most famous women in the world.
The First Lady of the United States of America?
And she's coming to the Rosie O'Donnell Show.
Hillary Rodham Clinton is here.
And she's showing off a few hidden talents of her own.
Did he pin the pin on? Oh, yeah.
Or was he too shy?
Even Michael J. Fox is getting into the spirit.
Cool, the First Lady just walked by.
That's Hillary Rodham Clinton. Next, Rosie. Plus,
we're going to pick our first couple of winners.
Watch Rosie and find out if you're a California Dreamin' Sweepstakes winner next time.
Monday at 3:30 on Channel 3.
How many degrees of murder are there? 4,999 and rising.
It's reaching close to 5,000 degrees. This guy loves to make things burn.
And this killer is just getting warmed up.
If you don't make the payment, you burn.
How many cops are there with the power to stop him? Just one. The Sentinel.
Wednesday at 8 on Q58.
You don't know how hard it is to fight this urge.
You're experiencing a condition known as PONFAR.
You are my meat.
The board.
Star Trek Voyager.
Wednesday at 9 on Q58. This February, Q equals movies. We'll have you seeing stars Friday and Saturday nights at 8 on Q58.
Last year, for the first time in history, winter storms stopped everything cold. Corporate America, the United States Post Office, even our government. Everything that is except Da Vinci's Pizzeria.
This is crazy.
Which had enough sense to drive the unstoppable legendary Jeep Grand Cherokee. For only $333 a month, you should too. After all, history has a way of repeating itself.
What a lousy tip.
See your California Jeep and Eagle dealer. Who else?
If something isn't done, you may have fewer and fewer choices for your next meal. Yearly flooding could increase. Abundant water could become scarce. Because the world's finest garden, California farmland, is vanishing. What will life be like in the next millennium if we end up losing the farm? Kelly Brothers shows you Monday at 11 when Channel 3 reports.
In 1908, it flattened hundreds of square miles. It has been blamed for the extinction of the dinosaurs. Scientists are wondering, could it happen again?
Debris is slowly floating outward. The Earth's gonna pass right through it.
We've got thousands of pieces coming at us.
My God. Nowhere on Earth is safe.
There's an asteroid coming right at us.
Just stay in the basement.
The inevitable is here. In 3 weeks, the sky is falling. Asteroid, NBC Sunday in 3 weeks.
Hi, I'm Chief Art Venegas. Here's just one important reason why I donate blood.
She was young, healthy. Every one of her checkups was just flawless. It was the perfect pregnancy. We never expected anything to go wrong. My wife and I checked into the hospital about 1 a.m. to deliver our baby. A couple hours later, everything kind of turned up on its end. My wife had a seizure, so they called for an emergency cesarean section. My wife was in a state of shock, bleeding profusely. I didn't know if I was going to lose the baby. I didn't know if I was going to lose my wife. And if she didn't receive blood immediately, she would die. The doctors truly saved her life, but we know that it was the blood donors that gave her life.
Remember, you don't have to be a cop to save a life.
Mel Brooks brings you a legendary comedy. Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Friday at 8 on Q58.
He's romantic and irresistible. He's charming and mysterious. And you can get to know them both.
I can make you smile.
Meet Casey from Sunset Beach and Lucas from Days at a free appearance this Saturday from noon to 2 at Arden Fair Mall.
It's gonna be great.
Most are severely beaten. They're vowing to fight it.
It's the likely cause of breast cancer.
Homeowners must pay the bill.
There's another storm system due in this weekend.
An amazing discovery to tell you about.
Be like this on their own turf.
Today, your world changed.
This storm blew through here with terrific force.
Tonight, you'll find out how. Channel 3 reports the prime time news. Tonight at 10 on Q58.
Hollywood's coming to Springfield.
Watch out! Radioactive man!
And Bart's up for a big part, but there's one catch.
Is there any way I can look taller without actually being taller?
The Simpsons.
Monday at 7 on Q58.
There's nothing like it on Earth.
It just came alive and took him.
Invisible to the naked eye.
This thing is hunting us.
It kills for fun.
He was skinned alive!
It hunts for sport.
It's killing us one at a time.
Now they must find what cannot be seen.
We make a stand now, or there will be nobody left.
And kill what refuses to die. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Predator.
Saturday at 8 on Q58.
First on an all-new Moesha, Mo's mom flunks Q out of school.
Oh, my.
Be there when the you-know-what hits the fan.
We've been TP'd.
Who would do something like this?
Somebody who buys in bulk.
Then on Homeboys, Morrison Tire in the Army now, and it's the bomb. Little Richard guest stars.
You never know who's gonna show up.
Tuesday on Q58.
Next, Rosie. She's one of the most famous women in the world.
Hillary Rodham Clinton is here.
The First Lady visits Rosie. Even Michael J. Fox is getting into the spirit.
Cool, the First Lady just walked by.
Don't miss Hillary Rodham Clinton. Next, Rosie.
Monday at 3:30 on Channel 3.
Exclusively on Extra, Anna Nicole Smith was on the verge of superstardom. Then it all came crashing down. Now she tells all about how she beat her drug habit and is struggling to get back on top on Extra.
Monday at 7 on Channel 3.
First days of 1997, Mother Nature unleashes her fury on Northern California. But in the days to follow, it would be information mix-up and delays that would be costly, even deadly.
We were all supposed to be under mandatory evacuation at 77 feet. They didn't follow their own rules.
Why did officials ignore the warning signs and in some cases their own flood guidelines? Which really failed Northern Californians, the levees or those in charge? When disaster strikes, who's in charge? Starting Monday when Channel 3 reports at 6.
Mel Brooks brings you a legendary comedy. Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Friday at 8 on Q58.
What's the recipe for fun? Take one Little Mermaid, add a dash of Cinderella, a huge helping of color, 80, 90, 101 Dalmatians, shake, and add ice. It's Walt Disney's World on Ice. A whole bunch of your favorite Disney friends, featuring 101 Dalmatians, together in one spectacular live show the whole family will love. It's the recipe for fun, and it's the hottest thing on ice.
February 5th through the 9th. Call your local Bass Ticket outlet.
Looking for expert auto electric service? It's there at Lair. For alternator, starter, light, power accessory, and wiring problems, the solutions are there at Lair. Colder weather means it's time to check the heater, wipers, battery, and lights. Same-day service. For 50 years, Lair Auto Electric has maintained a reputation as the area's best electrical problem solver for all makes of cars and trucks. Lair Auto Electric, right off the freeway at 30th and L.
Explore the galaxy on Voyager, only on Q58.
It's 9 o'clock. This is Q58 Weather Watch on the hour.
Good evening, I'm Channel 3's John Uas. You're taking a live look at our Modesto sky camera. Downtown Modesto right now, partly cloudy conditions with lots of stars above. Temperatures will continue to fall into the upper 30s until about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then temperatures tomorrow afternoon will rebound back into the upper 50s. Watch for some areas of fog tonight across the San Joaquin and Sacramento valleys. Otherwise, partly cloudy conditions, Northern California and Western Nevada. Another weather update next hour.
A world on the brink of madness. A people on the verge of extinction. The most unforgettable true story of human survival comes to NBC this February.
The list is life.
Schindler's List, presented exclusively with no commercial interruptions by Ford. Sunday, February 23rd on NBC.
This February, Q equals movies.
We'll have you seeing stars Friday and Saturday nights at 8 on Q58.
Here in the almond orchard.
orchards. Growers lose this crop to frost, they're out of production.
Then the pursuit took a terribly wrong turn directly into the path of an innocent little girl playing in her front yard.
It's the first time that neighbors around here fought back against the crime and did something about it.
Channel 3 reports at 11, because what happens tonight could change your tomorrow.
Q equals sci-fi. Q58, out of this world.
It's a breeze to get free and low-cost consumer information from the U.S. government. All you need is a pen and a postcard and this address. Just drop it in the mail, and you'll get a free consumer information catalog, from which you can order these free and low-cost booklets on topics such as saving money, staying healthy, educating your children, and getting federal benefits, which can make life on this a whole lot easier. Speaking of easy, if you have a computer, you can get the same great information that's in the booklets. Just use this website address to download the information for free. So remember, to get all this great info, use a computer or the corner mailbox. Oh no. Either way, you'll be better prepared for whatever life throws at you. Whoa! Just right. Free info, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009, or see our internet homepage.
Ito ang natatanging lugar. Dito mismo. Q. Walang bayad dito. Nada. Zip. Wala. Pero alam mo, kahit libre, ubod naman ang katuwaan dito. Ang pangalan ng lugar na to? Q. What a concept.
Q58, entertaining in any language.
For a limited time only, your Jeep and Eagle dealers would like to make you a gift of a complete ski package for two to Sugar Bowl, one of California's premier ski resorts, with the purchase or lease of a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. That includes 2 days of skiing and one night stay at the prestigious Donner Lake Village Resort with a Grand Cherokee purchase or lease. And right now, you can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $333 a month. That's right, just $333 a month. So come in now for the Sugar Bowl Donner Resort ski package, only at your Northern California Jeep and Eagle dealers. Who else?
Coming up tonight, when Channel 3 reports a special report on daycare dangers. Tonight, how to choose the people who make a daycare truly caring. The full story tonight at 10 on the primetime news on Q58. Then at 11 on 3, the gold rush is on. We'll talk to prospectors looking for gold that recent storms washed out of the hills. Those stories and more tonight when Channel 3 reports.
If something isn't done, you may have fewer and fewer choices for your next meal. Yearly flooding could increase. Abundant water could become scarce. Because the world's finest garden, California farmland, is vanishing. What will life be like in the next millennium if we end up losing the farm? Kelly Brothers shows you Monday at 11 when Channel 3 reports.
On the next Dr. Quinn.
Woman physician. I like Colorado already.
An unpredictable stranger comes to town.
I'm going to climb Pikes Peak.
She's up there, all alone. And leads the doctor on a perilous journey.
Behind you, a mountain lion.
On the next Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Monday at 3 on Q58.
You
can do more than watch the news. Now you can call in and talk about it on Channel 3 Reports News Call Live, weekday mornings at 8 on Q58. First days of 1997, Mother Nature unleashes her fury on Northern California. But in the days to follow, it would be information mix-up and delays that would be costly, even deadly.
We were all supposed to be under mandatory evacuation 77 feet. They didn't follow their own rules.
Why did officials ignore the warning signs and in some cases their own flood guidelines? Which really failed Northern Californians, the levees or those in charge? When disaster strikes, who's in charge? Starting Monday when Channel 3 reports at 6.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, you know, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, well, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you.
Don't be afraid.
Be your friend.
If you're shopping for a car or a truck, see us first and we'll give you this boombox absolutely free. Now you're going to find a huge selection and bargain prices. Here's a 94 Ford Taurus, $79.95. Here's a 93 Plymouth Voyager, $79.95. Here's a 92 Ford, an F-150 pickup, $79.95. Here's an 89 Chevy, an S10 pickup, $49.95. Financing is no problem. It's Worthington Mitsubishi and Worthington Chevrolet on Florida Road, and we're open until 10. Be sure and pick up your boombox.
You love your child with all of your heart. But if your little one is in daycare, how much do you know about the person watching your child? Do you know what your child is doing while you're at work? We'll show you the simple steps you can take to find the best daycare for your children and how to keep your daycare dream from becoming a daycare nightmare. Who's watching your kids? Tonight at 10, when Channel 3 reports the primetime news on Q58.
I believe the government is stealing from the people. They are taking every opportunity to lie.
I believe there are way too many victims in our society today. We don't hold people accountable for themselves.
I believe that we are underfunding our schools. We need to raise taxes.
The criminals have brand new law books.
Immigrants are not taking jobs that Americans really want.
And my children don't even have a decent set of encyclopedias.
I believe that corporate America is too greedy. The war on drugs is not a serious issue with the government.
I believe corporate downsizing is a good thing.
I believe we ought to legalize drugs. I don't believe that the war on drugs is ever going to be won.
We're on the way to becoming a third world nation, the haves and the have-nots.
I believe that we should do away with affirmative action.
Racism or prejudice.
I believe that immigrants are what made this country great.
That people should work for what
government owes them nothing.
I believe.
He's romantic and irresistible. He's charming and mysterious. And you can get to know them both.
I can make you smile.
Meet Casey from Sunset Beach and Lucas from Days at a free appearance this Saturday from noon to 2 at Arden Fair Mall.
It's gonna be great.
It's a dog-eat-dog game. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Baseball on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Monday at 6:30 on Q58.
How many degrees of murder are there? 4,999 and rising.
It's reaching close to 5,000 degrees. This guy loves to make things burn.
And this killer is just getting warmed up.
If you don't make the payment, you burn.
How many cops are there with the power to stop him? Just one, the Sentinel.
Wednesday at 8 on Q58.
You don't know how hard it is to fight this urge.
You're experiencing a condition known as PONFAR.
You are my meat.
The Borg.
Star Trek Voyager.
Wednesday at 9 on Q58.
Rosie's got the biggest stars for you.
You'll be laughing.
Dreams come true on the Rosie O'Donnell Show with my boyfriend, Tom Cruise.
she does it her way.
Top country stars from TV, film, and Broadway.
Because every time I see you in concert, I cry. Because it's so...
Why'd you get bad seats?
Rosie O'Donnell, she's a talk show queen.
I brought you Baywatch.
Size 6. Perfect.
Tons of fun, and she never moves.
Can I give you a kiss? Go see Mommy. Go see Mommy.
Tom Cruise, who's ring dings and cakes. She's got what it takes. She saw that and more.
Rosie O'Donnell, now weekdays at 3:30 on Channel 3.
Another arrest has been made tonight in the bombing case in Vallejo. Law enforcement authorities are moving in quickly to capture the suspects.
People are getting things mixed up. We did not intend on releasing this information before.
A former juror in the Simpson criminal trial answers questions about possible jury tampering. Her group somehow sent letters to the jurors in the Simpson civil trial.
How can you find the best daycare for your kids? Well, the answer is in the adults. We'll have part 2 of our special series.
And it is a valuable byproduct of the flooding. Gold is washing out of the hills. We'll have that story as the primetime news comes next.
You're watching KCRA TV, where the news comes first. Home of Michael Kidd and Live Copter 3, and Northern California's #1 news team. This is Channel 3 Reports.
It is our belief that this was a deliberate attempt to stop the criminal justice system from operating in Solano County.
A huge break in the bombing attacks carried out in Vallejo. Tonight, 2 men are behind bars after police find evidence of what could have been a catastrophe in the making. And this developing story in Vallejo tops our news. Good evening, I'm Edie Lambert.
I'm Sam Shane. Late last night and early this morning, this bombing case cracked wide open with the discovery of a vehicle packed with explosives. It was found in the city of Vallejo, and police say had it exploded, it could have caused major damage. One arrest was made this morning, then late tonight another suspect was captured. Channel 3's Kelly Brothers has been in Vallejo all day covering the story for us, and he has the latest. Kelly?
Sam, as you mentioned, this investigation is coming to a head in a hurry. In the last 24 hours, we've seen 2 separate arrests. We've seen hundreds evacuated at 2 different sites as authorities moved in to secure explosives, and we are talking a lot of explosives. As a matter of fact, we're talking about enough dynamite to bring down this building behind me. This was the scene this evening, a quiet Vallejo neighborhood evacuated with the discovery of a cache of dynamite.
The SWAT team pulled up and they jumped out, and on the back of their jackets it had FBI, and they had M16 machine guns, and they had helmets on and black military dress. They stormed the house, and then they stormed back out of the house very fast.